I wanted to take the time to make a video for YouTube because I've been quiet for a very long time and been told that I cannot tell anybody this, but right now I'm not going to stay quiet about this anymore. So this is regarding my son being taken away from me last year in May of 2024. I was told that I cannot speak about this. There's apparently some law and stuff that says that I cannot speak about child protection cases. However, the court themselves don't really follow any law. They just do whatever they want. It has been almost 16 months, so a little bit over a year since I've seen my son. They will not return my son in my care. They will not let me see my son. They will not let me be in on his birthday, his graduation, for his school. This has been a horrible, horrible, horrible situation. So the reason I'm speaking up right now is because actually the court themselves are breaking the law. The only threat they have against me is that they're not going to return my son in my care. I mean, they haven't in the last 16 months to begin with. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go bring you down with me. Like, how long are you going to keep me quiet? And to be honest, this is not even any longer a child protection case because that was a fake issue. And I'm probably going to be posting that child apprehension video on my social media very soon. And I'm going to be also within the next 1 week or so, you're probably going to be seeing the names of all the individuals that were involved in this proceeding and that they are helping with this. The reason I'm actually speaking up right now is because I was told not to for a very long time, and there's a law. It's called Ontario Court of Justice Act 123 subsection 5, which says that a judge needs to make a decision within 6 months from when a trial has been held. A final judgment needs to be made within 6 months. And for other issues, a judgment needs to be made within 3 months. So my trial, the child protection trial, was held in February 24 until February 27th or 28th, something like that. I think we did the closing statement on the 28th. So that being the end date, the 6 months period end at the end of August 28th. And I filed a motion in court asking the court to dismiss the file because they have not been able to make a decision within 6 months that they're required to. There are other laws in place where it says that a party, if a judge has not been able to provide a judgment within 6 months, and this is Justice Carolyn Jones from Family Court in Toronto, 47 Shepherd Courthouse Family Court in Toronto. If a judge has not been able to make a judgment within 6 months that they are required to, then the party, if anybody wants to ask for extension of time, they need to bring a motion before the Chief Justice of Ontario and bring a motion saying that they want an extension of time. So when I filed my motion for dismissal that, hey, the court hasn't been able to make a decision in the time that they are required to, and so I'm asking you to dismiss this file because nobody else is looking to extend this file any longer. I talked to the councils, the opposing councils of the other party, the Children in Society. There's two different councils, and there's a general email that gets sent to email line that is like the reception for the legal services there. And I also included the director of the Children in Society, Lisa Tomlinson, in the email chain. And I clearly outlined when I served my motion materials that if you do not intend to request an extension of time, then I ask that this file is dismissed. You do not continue to waste my time. I want to see my son. And the other party just responded saying, you don't have to follow the law. And the court, it took them a week and a half to make a decision, and then their judgment was that we are not going to dismiss this file. We don't know when we are going to give you a judgment. You're just going to have to wait. Basically, they're saying that law does not apply. So, I mean, this is not about just few dollars here and there, and this is about a person's child. So, I don't know if anybody remembers, and I am going to be posting the apprehension video that I was told not to post. I'm going to go ahead and post that on my social media within the next few days. So the video shows that the party, they took my son away without a court order. I have the body cam police surveillance where the police themselves, they knew that they need to get an order from the court to take my son away. So first of all, the taking away of my son has been illegal to begin with. This proceeding was supposed to be on trial for September of last year, did not happen because the court broke the law. It was supposed to go on trial for November of last year, 2024. It did not happen because, again, the court broke the law. It was finally held, the trial was finally held after lots of push around, social media posting, talking to various judges, kind of getting the word around that, there's something sketchy going on. They finally scheduled the trial for 5 days in February. And now, after more than 6 months, 6.5 months, close to 7 months approaching, there's still no judgment. Again, another violation. And again, they will not dismiss the file. They will not let my son go. They don't even know when they're going to be able to make a judgment. There's no guarantee that there's going to be a judgment. And they're taking my son away, giving it to another parent. They have no idea when they will be able to make a decision. This is a case of child trafficking. A court cannot commence a proceeding under false pretenses, continue to break the law, to take somebody's child, to keep a mother away from their children, and tell them that you cannot tell anyone. It's very hush hush, nobody can find out what we are doing over here because there's blah 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 there. And we are not gonna follow any law here, but we expect you to follow the law, or else we are not going to give your son away. You haven't given me my son away for the last 16 months anyway. Like, did you think about how this was going to go? How long did you think you were going to keep me quiet about this? So no, Justice Carolyn Jones, Caroline Jane Jones from 47 Shepherd. I am going to be posting her photos on my social media, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. They can do whatever they want. They can bring a motion and file documents. I'm not even going to respond. She's going to write some blabber in her documents and send it out. Worst case scenario, like the last 16 months, they haven't given me my son. For the next another year, they're not going to give me my son. That's all they have. Like, it is completely pathetic, 100% pathetic, that how much of a loser a person has to be who does not know how to do their job. Absolutely, they have no idea how the fuck they should be doing their job, and they want to bully somebody. They want to take somebody's child away to make themselves feel superior. How sad and pathetic does this person's life have to be that they have to drag down a person, they ruin their children's life just so they can get people can stroke their fucking ego. No, I'm not going to be staying quiet, Justice Carolyn Jones. You need to face the reality of the person that you are, because you have not been able to provide a judgment. I filed every documents on time. I know the law. I included all of the laws in all the documents. If there's any negligence coming, it's only coming from you, not me, not the child. There's nobody else here to blame other than the Justice Department itself. So I am going to go ahead. If you're not going to follow the law, you are a judge. You're supposed to be setting an example that a law should be everybody should be obeying the law. If you're not able to do that, then you cannot expect other people, the general public, to educate themselves and learn the law just in order to stop people like you from committing crime. It is not our job. It is not a job of a mother to learn the law to try to get you to stop tricking people into taking their children away and defrauding out of money. It is not the job of the people of Canada to educate themselves just so that they can stop people like you from defrauding us and taking our children away. That's not how the Justice Department should be working. So I will not be staying quiet. If anything, Justice Carolyn Jones of 47 Shepherd, you can do whatever you want. The worst case you can do is take my child away, dangle that around. We're going to take your child away. We're going to take your child away. If you do this, we're going to take your child away. If you say this, we're going to take your child away. If you act like this, I'm going to make sure everybody in this world knows the person you are. You are going to take my child away. Eventually, I'm going to get my son back. But when I expose this to the entire world, you're not going to be able to show your face anywhere in the world.